We received some of the first screenshots from the Mad Dog or MD80 in Microsoft Flight Simulator and other exciting news. Stay tuned for this video. Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Now today we've got some very exciting news from the team at Fly the Mad Dog X, sharing some screenshots and information about them bringing the MD80 over from P3D to Microsoft Flight Simulator, as well as a new aircraft from Just Flight coming soon, and the Nordic World Update. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy videos like this. I try and keep you up to date with the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator news all the time, but now let's hop into the news. So the most exciting bit of news in this video is by far the screenshots and information we get about Fly the Mad Dog X MD80. Now some of you may already be familiar with the MD80 from this development team. They produced frankly quite a prestigious aircraft, you certainly pay for it, but as it always goes, you get what you pay for. Now looking at previous versions before we take a look at the screenshots from Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can buy the P3D version from Sim Market for €95, which is what, about £80 or around $110 US. Pretty pricey, but this is a highly realistic aircraft made by Leonardo Softhouse. Now the screenshots, well, we get two, and you can see they've only just started work on porting this over, and you can just tell from some of the texturing. But it's a start, and hey, it's all got to start somewhere. We have had some indication that this team are working on the MD80 for Microsoft Flight Simulator for some time, but it's nice to have some screenshots and some news. They say they're progressing with the Flight Simulator 2020 SDK or software development kit, and they're starting to see the first results, i.e. these screenshots, and they are also allowing themselves to be a lot more optimistic about the future of the Mad Dog in Flight Simulator 2020. The screenshots show there's a lot of work to be done. They don't offer much more than this, nor do they offer any ETA. This probably won't be for around the next 2, 3, even up to 5 years, so we've got a while to wait for this one. They're still very much updating and focusing on their previous versions in P3D. But it's an MD80, one of the most loved aircraft out there. Delta of course retired theirs not so long ago. Too much sadness. And of course they still see some active services with some smaller airlines around the world nowadays, so they might be very well over you in the sky right now. It's such a lovable aircraft. We did have a default version in X-Plane 11, so I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. But it's going to be expensive, but certainly worth it. Keeping with the theme of aircraft, Just Flight have previewed their Hawk Trainer 1/A Advanced Trainer for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now this aircraft is British and it's used by the Royal Air Force, which is of course in my country, so it's of course got a special place in my heart. Most famously used by the Red Arrows, I can just imagine the fantastic airshows people will be able to hold in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We also get a lot of news from the Just Flight team, so let's delve right into it. They state that this BAE Hawk T1 will faithfully replicate the aircraft inside and out, and Just Flight normally do live up to that. With basically 4K PBR textures as well as a high definition virtual cockpit with realistic wear and tear, this looks like an aircraft to look out for. And Just Flight's aircraft never seem to break the bank. This one will probably go around from anywhere from £30 to £40. It should be a lot of fun. They've also got an EFB in there, custom hydraulic systems, a realistic heads-up display, SkyMap 2 GPS system, and 12 liveries, branching all the way from the Royal Saudi Air Force to, of course, those famous Red Arrow paint schemes. Given Just Flight's track record with the recent BAE 146 and, of course, all those fantastic Piper Arrows coming out, I mean, this is going to be fantastic. Just Flight are really making gains in terms of the Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft market. There is something to be very excited here. I do not want a single one of you in the comments to say that you can do this on DCS And Microsoft Flight Simulator has no place for military aircraft, because there will be people, including me, that are very excited for this. Well, it's a must-have for me, I've got to be honest. Let's move on to some more news. So the Nordic World Update will be releasing next week on Thursday the 17th of June. Sadly, as I've got college exams, I probably won't be able to make a video on this as quick as I'd like. Now, I've been to a single Nordic country, that would be Denmark, and actually the place I visited has been modelled, so I'm certainly very excited for it. That would be the Lego house in Billund, Denmark. It's one of the first places I flew to in Microsoft Flight Simulator to see how the autogen responded to it, because of course it's a very unique building. So I'm so glad it's been modelled, and it does look like it, although I'm not too sure all about that front. I don't remember that personally. But of course, it's not just Denmark, we've also got Sweden, Norway, Finland and Iceland, with plenty of points of interest made by Gaia Simulations. As well as 5 airports: Bornholm Airport in Denmark, Sandski Airport in Iceland, Svalbard Airport in Norway, which is of course to the north, that's going to be a fun one, Stockholm Arlanda Airport in Sweden, and Vasa Airport in Finland. Now, it's worth noting, aside from this World Update, which is World Update 5, there's also going to be a big announcement on the 13th of June with, of course, E3. Now, I'm not too sure whether this will contain anything from Microsoft Flight Simulator, but you never know, so keep a close eye on that one. But I mean, just look at these points of interest. The Nordic countries are all so unique, beautiful places, I'd love to visit more of them. So it's going to be perfect to fly around them with all of these new points of interest and 5 new airports, as well as, of course, imagery and photogrammetry updates, probably including new autogen buildings. It's really going to be really something special. It's a place I'm very excited for. Tell me what you think of it down below. So there we have it, guys. Here's been a quick little news video exploring the news from the Fly the Mad Dog X team, bringing their MD80 over to the sim. Just to say, it's not 100% confirmed, but the way the Microsoft Flight Simulator marketplace is going, and the fact it's a massive market, I see no issue with this aircraft being brought over in the next few years. As well as Just Flight previewing their Hawk 2-1 with some fantastic screenshots, and of course all the news surrounding the World Update 5. It's something to very much look forward to. Put your thoughts down below, I'll go through and read them all. But from me today, that is all. Bye bye. I'd like to say a massive thank you to my first class and business class channel members. My first class channel members get a shout out on the screen now. Thank you guys, it means so much. If you want to become a channel member, click that blue join button. But from me today, that is all. See you later, guys. Bye bye.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.